Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of JT Bodybuilding 102, and this is number third episode. Now, those of you guys who've seen my story on Instagram, I'm doing a continuation of that, just analyzing the blood report, giving you my view on how my blood report looks like, and what am I going to do to manage the red markers that I see there, and why basically I see those red markers, right? I hope this helps your bodybuilding journey if you are actually planning to compete. If you're entering bodybuilding, you are entering a risk zone. Let me tell you that first off. If you think that you can grow optimally without risking yourself, then you should not be doing it, because there's a lot of risk involved in bodybuilding, especially for your organs, your kidneys, your liver, your heart, everything. Unless you can manage those, you should not be looking into that. And your coach should be somebody who should help you manage these as well. So the thing what I'm trying to say is you should always monitor your health, and you should always ensure that you are playing it safer, because there's nothing called safe in bodybuilding, let me tell you that. Now, if you look over here, I'm gonna just show you what exactly have I listed down. I mean, if you have seen my story, you know what exactly it looks like. Well, let me go through one by one. The first one is my cholesterol levels. Now, my cholesterol levels has been good because I've been on health supplement wise. I've taken 4 grams of fish oil, which with a high content of EPA and DHA. In 4 grams of fish oil, I have easily 3.6 grams of EPA and DHA combined. So always make sure that you have your omega 3s in place. I also had astragalus, to manage my heart health. All of this also depends on your genetic disposition, guys, because it's very hard for me to sit here and tell you that if you do all this, you're going to be safe. It's not possible, right? Because everybody's genetic makeup is different. So you will have to make sure that you do some things right to ensure that you can play this game longer, which is bodybuilding, right? And also the health marker, your blood tests are going to be so important during these times that you will have to pay attention to every single detail or every single change that your body goes through. Now, the next thing is, the complete blood panel that you take. Now, this is basically to ensure that, your blood levels are okay, your white blood cells, your hematocrit is going to be so important, because during competition prep, you are going to be taking things like trends, a lot of orals, which of course is neurotoxic, but again it also increases your hematocrit levels, which is quite dangerous, because that leads to thickening of your blood. And then if your blood thickens too much, that means your heart is going to actually do a lot of work, which could lead to a lot of complexities and even death. So make sure that you also check your hematocrit levels while you do the blood test. The next thing, what you regularly do is your renal function test and your liver function test. Now, if you look at my liver function test, it's quite bad, right? The reason is, I was on orals for so long, it's bound to happen. Do check your levels and ensure that, if you think it's way out of bounds, bring those orals down while you're on cycle. See, orals, they don't have a place for your entire prep, okay? You don't really have to do like 15-20 weeks of orals, because that is not what orals are meant to do. Orals are meant to give you that sudden kick in strength, and do that mindfully, right? Don't do prolonged oral cycles, which is going to be dangerous. So that is what I did, and that's a mistake that I'm telling you guys, that if you want to manage your liver, make sure your oral cycles are very short, so that your liver is intact. Now, you can also take liver supplements, like what I've taken was milk thistle, NAC. These are my levels on March 7th. Is when I took these blood tests. Now I haven't. In the next couple of weeks, I am going to do it, because I want my health to be back, so that I can kickstart my off season, right? So that's a whole goal, getting your health back post competition. Then what I also did was my thyroid function test, my LH, luteinizing hormone and FSH, follistatic hormone, right? Now, and also testosterone and estradiol. Now, if you look at this, everything is out of whack. Now, I'll tell you why. Because you are entering a zone where you're shutting down your natural production of testosterone. And I was taking anti-estrogens throughout my cycle, so that's why my estrogen was, yeah, I mean, it's expected. So be mindful about this. Estrogen is something that you will have to manage throughout the cycle. Make sure your estrogen doesn't crash, and be mindful about taking anti-estrogens because it has a place, but again, it only has a place if you have those side effects, right? You don't have to really do your anti-estrogens if you don't have any side effects. And that's where, again, I'm emphasizing the point where your blood report is going to come handy for you to be, to see and understand if you really have to do, an anti-estrogen or not. Your cycles are definitely going to affect your thyroid hormones. So, that's something which is a part and parcel of, doing this bodybuilding competition prep or being on cycle. So basically, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is just be careful. Bodybuilding is not for everybody, first of all. And whatever that you do, you have to take care of your health because you're accountable for your health, not your coach, not your friends, not anybody not any of your gym bros, but you're accountable for it. So make sure that you pay attention to whatever side effects that you have and go ahead and do a blood test. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video.